So guys, let's jump into the Shadow Temple. Map number 2 between these two.
I really feel like SjoW could have held if he'd been more patient.
You think so?
Yeah.
I really think that you were underestimating that army of Ryung. Because I was looking at the cost of the army. Excuse me. And SjoW only had 1200 minerals, 0 gas. Ryung had like 2000 minerals, 800 gas. How is SjoW gonna hold that?
I don't know. Like,
maybe with stim and the 2 medevacs.
Like, yeah, he had stim coming. He had 2 medevacs coming.
Yeah, the timing made no sense to me either, because stim was literally 10 seconds away and the 2 medevacs were 10 to 12 seconds away. And I mean, the tanks were coming closer, but they were not really like shooting at the SCVs yet, so
yeah,
there was no worries.
They were nowhere near that. I mean, if SjoW has to, worst case scenario, he's got time to lift that command center and pull those SCVs back to his main before he does something. And he was working on like 6 racks, man. So you know, either Ryung has to unsiege everything and move forward, or really take his time leapfrogging. I think if SjoW had been a bit more patient, that he could have mustered a defense. But at the same time, I have made that same mistake a million times in my own games.
Yeah, me too.
Like when Terran is...
In every single RTS I ever played.
But when Terran's, you know, on the edge of your creep, bearing down on your natural, they've got tanks in siege mode, it's so easy to just feel like, I've got to go now, and just go. And
that always happens when you used to coach me when I played Zerg. You're like, Kevin, just sit back. No, Ben.
I'm going now.
And all the banelings die. Like, And then with the next wave, I do clear it up. And then you're like, you see, you could have lost only half of what you lost. But I still cleared it up.
Not bad.
So, of course, Slayer's Ryung is our red Terran spawning on the right side of the Shadow Temple. And Dignitas SjoW, also known as the blind Terran, spawns on the left top side. Just at 9 o'clock, man. Let's call it 9 o'clock.
He's called the Blind Terran because he developed a reputation for never scouting, at least not until his first Hellion. He said, there's nothing that I'll see before my first Hellion comes out that I wouldn't see anyway with that Hellion. Of course, I think he's since been proven kind of wrong.
Yeah, that style is kind of outdated now. You definitely want to know what kind of openings you are facing.
Case in point, Belshire Beach.
Yes.
Oh, there's 3 siege tanks. These are best out of my natural. Wish I scouted.
Wish I would have seen those coming. Pretty quick second guess right now by Dignitas SjoW. Ryung is going to get a nice scout off though in the main base of SjoW, so he knows. At least let me double check that for you guys. Yeah, he did see the refinery going down. And that's important, man, because straight away what everybody always thinks of, double refinery, club benches,
oh my god.
which could be possible, but it could also be something else, but it's at least nice to know that it is possible, so it's always in the back of your head.
Reactor on this first barracks. SjoW, what are you going to do?
Maybe an elevator play as well? But why is he double gassing?
He's saving up so much gas. SjoW, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do with all that gas? All that gas. Why did you're going to laugh?
I don't know. It's funny.
You remember that song?
No, I've never heard that before. I thought you just made it up.
Oh, well. I mean, obviously I made up the word gas. It's like the song from Fergie. It's like, what you can do? I forgot. It's like all that trunk or something. I forgot what it is. I forgot the lyrics right now.
All that junk?
Yeah, all that junk
is
inside.
That junk in the trunk?
Yeah.
You what you gonna do with all that junk?
Junk, yeah.
All that junk up inside your trunk.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And it's like, what are you gonna do with all that gas?
I think he's gonna build a starport, Kev, and is looking actually to be Cloak Banshees. At this point, that's the only thing I can really make sense of.
Ryung is going for the same opening once more, man. He's still only on 1 refinery. Then eventually he does get the 2nd refinery, but I think we're gonna see the exact same thing out of Ryung, as we see already the reactor on the barracks, and he's pumping out a few Hellions and that medevac. And I actually think that SjoW is going to be quite okay with his bench, but why is everything so late for SjoW, man?
I don't know, man. Maybe he was delaying the factory because of the SCV scout?
Yeah, I guess so. And like he also built that reactor, of course. That slows things down just a little bit, but I mean it's so much later. SjoW is gonna open up with a Viking. No, Ryung is gonna go for the Viking. Wait, what?
I'm so confused.
Oh yeah, I think Ryung is still worried about those Banshees, so he's gonna
make tanks.
He's gonna follow it up with a Viking.
What you gonna do with all that gas?
And now SjoW is gonna go for the Viking as well, just to deal with that medevac, or potentially a Banshee, because SjoW didn't know for sure yet what he's facing, but he is going to be he's going to be sure in the very near future.
SjoW's got a lot of Marines. Army supply is even though.
Well, I like SjoW's defensive positioning a lot over here on the high ground, certainly with that siege tank.
kind of crushing this little push by Ryung. Actually, the medevac helping out a ton, and the Hellions getting good shots off on those Marines, so that ends up being a pretty fair trade. But the Vikings out now. That means the medevac's going to fall.
Siege tanks are so good in defending small pushes when the army supplies are very low. Siege tanks are boss, man.
Yeah, they suck up so much damage.
And not just that, they deal a ton of damage as well. So very good opening over here by SjoW. You could almost call it a blind counter, but this was pretty much perfect against how Ryung was going to open. And now Ryung, instead of trying to do the same thing as he did in the previous game, Ben, with that quick tank push, he's instead just going to expand. But I think SjoW is in an excellent position right now, and he should be able to do something about it.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a similar push to what Ryung did on Belshir, as SjoW's continuing to add production facilities, getting another barracks now, finally going to make that Banshee.
Yeah, he's going to make Banshees too. What you going to do with all that gas? Well, that's what he's going to do, Ben.
I'm going to get siege mode, I'm going to make Banshees, I'm going to push.
Ryung is going to be able to scout it though, as he has that Viking over here on the south side of the map, and he's going to fly it into the main base of SjoW right now, and we can see that he does confirm there is a factory with a tech lab, and there's a starport with a tech lab as well.
You know what else there is?
I love gas.
Missile turret guy.
I see that.
Check him out, man.
No, I'm not going to check him out.
Spinning around.
Not when SjoW is moving to the other side of the map, and he's going to prepare this first push, and it's going to be hard for Ryung to hold. Ryung does have a tank, but his siege is so far behind, Ben. Ryung is going to need 50 more seconds to siege up, and I think the Korean Terran is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, SjoW's going to be able to siege up right at the base of that cliff. He's going to be able to cut off reinforcements, denying the ramp, or he could cut off reinforcements. Instead, he's just going to siege up in range of the bunker and try to hammer that down, and it's probably going to work. Not enough SCVs repairing. Bunker falls, and looking a little scary, Kev.
I think Ryung is in a world of trouble.
I think so too.
He's going to scout the army, and he's just going to go in, as he saw that 2 tanks were on siege, but I don't think he has enough. If I were him, I would have at least tried to pick up that second siege tank and buy myself a little bit of time. Then again, there is siege right now for Ryung, so with super sick defense, oh, I don't think SjoW sees this.
I don't know, man.
SjoW ends up losing quite a few Marines there.
All of a sudden, it's looking okay for Ryung. He's got an equal tank count. He's going to have units popping out on the high ground that'll be able to shoot down.
Yeah, it would be very nice if Ryung could get another Viking out. That's exactly what he does. If he takes out this Viking of SjoW, SjoW is very smart in repairing this Viking, by the way. Oh, he has high ground vision. This tank is taking a lot of damage for Ryung. Oh, look at the SCV. What a hero SCV, Ben. He absorbed the tank shot. And now he absorbed another tank shot. Yeah, that SCV absorbed 2 tank shots. That was
actually a huge Pimpus play right there, and all of a sudden, SjoW feeling confident enough to just walk up the ramp with his Marines, and this is going to cut off some of the reinforcements. There's not enough here for Ryung, and he's got a micro back. He's about to have a couple more Marines popping out, but SjoW's still going to do some damage.
I think it's going to be more than enough, though.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this one Banshee by SjoW. It's so low on HP, 4 HP Banshee. Will the Marines be able to pick it up?
Oh, look at the Viking will. Still, though, SjoW just continuing to pour on the pressure, and I think he's just going to go for it. Unsieges, marches forward. Really 4 tanks against 1.
Really nice defense over though by Ryung, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. The Orbital will live, though. And we have a tank over here on the high ground, but I think SjoW's still just going to try to roll in.
Oh, Ryung dropping the mule to try and block. Very cute moves.
Repair that tank.
Look at this tank on the high ground as being a hero, but still not enough.
Oh, he loses that tank. That was so big. If you would have repaired it with all the SCVs, I don't think it would have ever fell.
Vikings do try to land, but it's not going to matter. SjoW, up to 60 supply, is going to take out Ryung in game number 2. He's going to tie up the series. GG.
Close, super close. Nice push by SjoW, but I also liked the defense from Ryung for quite a bit. A few times he got really unfortunate, and that one SCV, Ben, that was a hero.
He was.
And I really liked how straight away both players realized how important high ground vision was. So Ryung made that second Viking, because all the high ground vision on that moment for SjoW was not the Banshee, but it was that one Viking. And it was kind of close, and then with the second Viking, obviously the Viking of SjoW would have died. But SjoW started repairing, so that one SCV starts repairing, and then he goes to the front of the battle and he absorbs 2 tank shots of a siege tank.
Throws himself on the grenade. He's like, I'll save you, Billy. Just jumps into the fight, takes the tank shot.
Let's look at this hero SCV, Ben.
Boom. And one more time.
No, the one Marine takes it, and now the SCV takes another one, and that's really big. And now that tank dies without the tank from SjoW taking any damage.
Yeah, beautiful play there by SjoW. Very cute. That SCV send the Medal of Honor to his family.
I don't know what they would have rather have, man.
Can an SCV receive a Medal of Honor? Because that's only for servicemen. He's got to get like the highest civilian honor.
Well, what would that be?
I don't know. It's like the Silver Star or something. Somebody will tweet it to me.
That guy deserves so much more.
It's probably not a Silver Star at all.
He deserves so much more than a Silver Star. Alright guys, we'll be right back with game 3 between SjoW and Ryung, so stay tuned. And after that, of course, the Muslim vs. Hero, the previous game was brought to you by Kingston HyperX. Thanks for watching and see you soon.